Elias here, and I'm here with the one and only tax guru, the tax attorney herself, Spar Bernstein's best tax person ever, Carmela Walrond. What's up?
Hello, everyone.
I'm excited, guys. I'm really excited because I use Carmela all the time, and I always tell everybody to use her too. She's amazing, right?
Thank you.
No problem, no problem. So today we're going to break down what it's like to live in America as an immigrant and taxes. One of the biggest misconceptions is that immigrants, not only immigrants, but especially undocumented immigrants, don't pay taxes in the U.S., but that's not the truth, right?
No, not at all. Undocumented immigrants, they pay their fair share of taxes, and actually not filing your taxes could actually delay you from moving forward with your immigration case or prevent you from actually applying for status.
She's dropping them gems. She's dropping them gems. So today, I need you to have your handy dandy calculator. Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
Woohoo! All right, so I'm gonna give you guys some statistics here from the Pew Research Center on how much different immigrant demographics here in America send back to their home countries. And this is known as
Remittance.
Remittance! And we also need to remember that remittance being sent home means that this is what the immigrant groups are making, and they're making more than this because they still have to have enough money to live in America, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, according to Pew Research Center, a total of $148 billion in remittances was sent from the U.S. to other countries in 2017. So now, we're going to break down and see which cultural group contributed what. All right, now, for our first cultural group, Nigeria. So now, it's been said that a Nigerian sent $6.2 billion back home to Nigeria in 2017. So now, how much did the U.S. government make in taxes just from Nigerians based on only their remittance? So pull out that calculator, baby. All right. Let that brain go to work.
According to my calculation, $2.3 billion in taxes.
What?
Yes.
That is crazy.
Yes.
See, we are teaching y'all today. All right, now, Mexicans, the ones that we building the wall for, right? They sent back $30 billion back home to Mexico in 2017. So now, how much did the U.S. government make in taxes just from their remittance?
Sure. My calculation is $11 billion.
Wow, that is insane.
Yes, it is.
What? Okay, so this is fun now because I'm actually learning. This is
good.
This is good. This is good knowledge for everybody to know about.
And it's a lot of money the government is receiving.
All right, Chinese sent $16 billion back home to China in 2017. Now, how much money did American taxes make? American government, just from their remittance?
$6 billion.
Okay, Indians sent back $11 billion back home to India in 2017. How much did the U.S. government make off of that?
$4 billion. A lot of tax dollars going to the government.
Wow.
Yes.
And like I said, we got to remember, this means that you have to make a significant amount more than this.
Yes.
You know, that means you're making money for the country.
Exactly.
Filipinos. I know a lot about Filipinos. We have a lot of Filipinos in California. We are actually the biggest population. I used to be in the Filipino club. I was in a lot of clubs in high school. All right, Filipinos sent back $11 billion to the Philippines in 2017. So how much did they make the U.S. government?
Sure, $4 billion.
Oh, God. Jamaicans.
Yes.
All right, you know, you already know. They out here representing, especially in New York. So they sent back home $1.8 billion back in 2017. How much did they make the U.S. government just only off their remittance?
According to my calculations, $667 million.
Can I see some of that? Can I see some of them dollars?
That goes to the federal government.
Goes to the federal government. All right. Now, last one I have, Guyanese sent back $176 billion back home to Guyana in 2017. Now, how much did they make, the U.S. government, only off the remittance?
$65 billion. A lot of money.
All jokes aside, that is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money that the federal government receives in tax dollars.
And this is great knowledge for people who say that immigrants are out here just taking jobs, not helping our economy or anything like that. They are actually helping.
Yes, by filing and paying taxes to the government.
Right. So do they actually get the Social Security benefits like American citizens do?
No, once the person does become a U.S. citizen and receive the Social Security card, their earnings that they earned when they had an I-10 will merge with the Social Security number. So it can help when the person actually retires.
Okay, and now what exactly is the I-10?
It's an identification number that is used for tax filing purposes, but there's lots of benefits by having an I-10.
Okay. And does the IRS ask where the income comes from, like when they do?
Absolutely not. When you file a tax return, you only report the cash that you receive from the person that pays you. So the IRS does not ask the person where the money came from.
Okay. So does this mean that, undocumented immigrants don't have to worry about paying taxes?
Oh, it becomes an issue when someone wants to file for a spouse or for a dependent. So I had a case of mine recently where I had a client that I retained that wanted to sponsor his spouse. And the fact that he was able to apply for an I-10 for his spouse, he filed married filing jointly, he received a $2,000 refund.
Ooh.
And his wife is going to receive an I-10. And he can move forward with sponsorship of his wife.
I'm telling y'all, she's a beast. She's a beast. She's a beast. All right, so any other reminders out there for folks, anything that has to do with tax? Tax Talk with Carmela.
I always stress that you always also apply for I-10s for your dependents. So for example, if you have children, like I have a client of mine who has a daughter in college and need to apply for financial aid, you can also apply for an I-10 for that purpose. And I always remind my clients it's always important to file taxes, because if you can't afford taxes, you can always file for what is called an offer in compromise.
Like I said, I'm always bragging for you.
Yes.
So give me some examples of the offer in compromise, how much you saved for certain clients.
Sure. Offer in compromise is basically telling the IRS that your expenses are more than your income and you want to settle your tax debt. So I had clients, for example, this was actually recently, where a client owed $23,000 in taxes and they got a settlement for $2,000.
What?
Yes.
Come on,
This happened like last week.
What?
Yes.
And I know they were happy.
Very happy.
Listen, I'm happy for them.
And then I had another client that owed, I wrote it down because there's
so many. Look, listen, she helps everybody. That's what I'm saying.
And I had a client of mine that was going through divorce and had child support payments, owed $25,000, and he ended up paying only $450.
What?
And this one actually meant a lot to me because he actually, was emotional about it. He cried in my office because he couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
That I was able to get a settlement and him only paying $450 in taxes in the settlement.
How does that make you feel? Like, you're making a difference in these people's lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the IRS can be quite aggressive. I think the IRS garnishing people's entire paychecks, entire bank accounts, putting liens on your property, your house, and that when you have a federal tax lien, you can forget about applying for a house or, applying for a mortgage for a house or getting a car. Man. So with the offer in compromise, that could be resolved.
Yeah. Well, Carmela, thank you so much for being here with us and dropping gems and knowledges. Tax Talk with Carmela. This is awesome. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did. This is obviously filing season, so you can come and talk to me. Consultations are free to discuss all your tax issues and get them resolved.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, there you guys have it. So like we said, in 2017, we had Nigeria, China, Guyana, India, Philippines, Mexico, Jamaica, and they paid at least how much altogether? Can you put that together? Use the handy dandy calculator. I need to know, I need everybody to know how much just those countries that I said, because that's not even the rest of all the immigrants that come from all over the world. Just those countries alone that I talked to about today.
I would say probably about $30 billion in taxes.
Man! Well, there you guys have it. Stay tuned for some more, but don't forget, call the number 1-800-529-5465. Woohoo!
Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.